I'm Laura Levine. I'm President and CEO of the Jumpstart Coalition, and on behalf of Jumpstart's Chairman, Corey Carlisle, and our co-convener, the National Endowment for Financial Education, and my colleague, Billy Hensley, I want to thank you all for joining us today for 2023 Day on the Hill. And our return after the pandemic to the beautiful Speaker Nancy Pelosi caucus room here in the Cannon House office building. Although I refer to it as the 18th annual event, most of you know that we had to skip a few years. And so it's really, truly gratifying to be here on the Hill in person once again and to have all of you here with us. It's especially exciting for us to have NEFE, one of Jumpstart's founding partners, as our co-convener and sponsor, and so I am delighted to introduce Billy Hensley.
Good afternoon, everyone. We appreciate your making this a priority in your day. We all have things competing for shelf space in our lives, and thank you for making this a priority. As Laura said, NEFE has participated in Hill Day every year since its inception, and we are very proud to serve as a sponsor. I'd also like to thank the other event sponsors, the American Bankers Association Education Foundation, and the credit union, the National Credit Union Foundation. So let's give them a round of applause. I do think it's worth noting that banks and credit unions are often thought as competitors of each other. So their willingness to sort of co-sponsor this event makes a powerful statement about their shared commitment to the financial literacy effort, and it is indicative of the collaborative spirit among the many diverse stakeholders here today. The beautiful thing about this community is that we all have different tactics and strategies for advancing financial well-being. And most of us in this room live in the education, the knowledge, influence space, and it's a powerful, thoughtful community, and we support each other. And I'm very proud to have been around all of you for 13 years. And I was just saying to someone earlier that I look forward to attending work events because I see my friends at those, and thank you for that. I do want to say that we have great momentum right now in this field for awareness, and there are a lot of factors to that. And some of them are difficult, sad factors when you think about all the things that we juggle in our financial lives. But 88% of Americans say that every young person in this country should have to take a standalone, at least one semester, financial education class to graduate. And we're working on those other 12%. We're trying to understand why they say no. We are getting to the root of that so that it is a universal, accepted minimum standard that we have this before we graduate. And so keep that in mind as you're considering your work, that this is an important and popular topic for all of us, your neighbors included.
I do want to take this opportunity once again to thank the Jumpstart team and the NEFE team, as well as the teams from Congresswoman Beatty and Congresswoman Kim's offices. So thank you to all the many people who worked on this event today to make it possible. So I've often said that this event is one of my favorite events of the year because the organizations here today are from financial services, they're from nonprofits, we're from education and from government. They all come together to truly reflect what a coalition is and what is possible when we all work individually as well as collectively, when we work collaboratively and cooperatively. So I want to thank all of you once again. Thank you for all of you who are attending, and I am going to turn this over to Billy to close us out.
Thank you, Laura. Thanks, everyone. These things take a lot of work and time and commitment and leadership from all areas. Whether you are advocating for this topic and you're new and you're young and you're just getting started, all the way to our esteemed representatives in Congress, it takes people at all levels to build our personal finance ecosystem and to help create wealth. So thank you all for your time and your commitment to being here. I would also like to thank the Jumpstart and the NEFE team, in particular the communications director at Jumpstart, Susie Henson, who's been so thoughtful and helpful in pulling this together, and our friends at the Gardner Group, who have handled the logistics. But most of all, recognize yourselves in what you're doing. Each day, we're chipping away at the boulders that make our pathways easier to build financial wealth. And I thank you for that. So we hope you stay. We hope you enjoy the buffet. We hope you have lots of time. Take all of these brochures, take the information. There's way more on the websites of these organizations, but this is the financial literacy field. This is the community. So seek them out, get to know them, find the resources, and take a cool sticker, a cool orange NEFE sticker to put on your laptop. So thank you very much. Have a great afternoon, and huzzah!